Ooh. Oh. Okay.
I need to.
Every one of those cracks made me nervous.
Alright, first try, not even a worry. Going straight up.
Alright, first try. Going in first time. All right.
All right, now let's get into the video.
Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're starting out a little different scenery. We're starting out with the Blazer and the X3. That's because we're going on a parts run, and we're gonna take the X3. We're gonna hop in. We're gonna go find a parts truck that has a dash for the Duramax, because I cracked the dash. If you saw, I think it was 2 episodes ago, something like that. That's why the interior isn't done. Partially. There's some other things too, but I need to go get a dash because I cracked the other one. This one still has the typical GM peeling paint, so we're going to have to paint it. And we might, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to happen yet, but we might meet up with Sendit Steve to drop off some parts. In the back of the X3 here, I got a grill and some headlights, and I thought I had a bumper, but I think I lost the bumper. This is for Steve's Tahoe project, which he bought from me a little bit ago, and he was just asking if I had these parts laying around, and I do, so we're going to try to meet up with him, drop these parts off. He also has all of our plow parts, which we were going to get back from. It's a little confusing. And for those wondering, it's been like scorching hot in Pennsylvania the last couple days, like 90 or over 90. And the power company and the state and everybody is clearing trees like everywhere. Like you can't drive on any road any day. So, been dealing with this for the past 2 weeks. And more of it right here. It's like 20 minutes away, but we got more. So here we are, loaded up with our new dash, our grill for Sendit Steve, and we're gonna go meet up with him right now. So fun things on my journey here. I just pulled into our gas station, and I had forgotten like 5 times when I drove past gas stations. That's how many miles I have left on this tank of fuel. But we made it. I think we found the place. We got the new taillights on, got the Anthem wheels on this side, or the other one's still on over here. All right, so the mismatch, but that's all right. Dude, it's looking good.
These on it completely. So I think what I'm going to do is order like a 1-inch spacer to kind of set them out a little bit yet, and then we'll get them on there perfect.
Sweet, dude. No, it looks really good.
We've got it pretty much, it fires right up, no issues. We're tearing the carpet out too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It was a little moldy.
Definitely a little disgusting. Fires right up, runs absolutely perfect now. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by that, because we put a new alternator in.
Really?
Yeah. The alternator's brand new in it, and it actually, I don't know. When we did dual batteries for plowing, like brand new originally. So yeah, that's the old Tahoe. Steve is treating it a lot better than I ever did, and he's got like, I don't know, like a Corvette lifted. There's a Honda Civic lifted over there, Avalanche that's lifted, a ridiculous F450. I'm sure if you know my channel, you know Steve's, but definitely check out Sendit Steve. His link will be down below.
Back there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about the ramp truck.
Yeah,
so
the ramp truck.
Subaru, yeah, the off-roading Subaru, the camper.
A bit of everything.
Yeah, there's some stuff around.
We like to dabble.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a collection. Just like that, we're back at the garage. We got our dash here, plow mount. That's what I was picking up from Steve because it was on his Tahoe. But we're gonna take this inside, see if we can touch up some of these areas here. I don't know. We might have to strip the whole thing. I actually think that's probably what we're gonna have to do, and that'll take a little bit of time, but I think we can get it done and in the truck here pretty shortly. Now, I don't know the proper way to strip the coating off of plastic, like dashes and stuff, but I know what I'm going to do, and I know what I did last time, and that was spray it down with brake parts cleaner, and it pretty much just foams up, or, you know, crinkles up and comes right off. So it worked really well on the other dash piece. I thought it might not let that other coating stick, but it was fine. So let's see here. little low in this can for brake cleaner. Now we'll turn the plastic like straight up white, but I don't think that matters. So I'm gonna let that sit on there for a minute. It's actually already starting to do its thing, I think, in here. So we'll let that go for a second. So yeah, we got some good peeling going on here. You just gotta go over it a couple times, and it pretty much takes the coating right off. You wanna make sure the wind's not blowing in your eyes. I can just tell you that right now, because it will. That hurts. I feel like, oh boy, I just covered it with dirt. I feel like some people in the comments are not going to like my method for taking the coating off this dash. Oh, check that out. So, like, you might be wondering why I wouldn't just sand and paint over it. And the fact is this stuff's, like, pretty rubbery. So the sanding on it, at least for me, did not work that well. Maybe somebody else is better than me. Actually, there's a million people who are better at interior work than I am. But this seemed to work pretty well, and it gets the coating completely off. So while my brake cleaner is working its magic very professionally on that dash over there, I want to talk about an awesome company we're working with this truck to give this truck, like, a brand new seats, leather interior. We got brand new carpet, and we need brand new seats to go with it. And the Seat Shop does OEM style seat covers. Like, they replaced the actual factory leather. Like GM, the factory seats suck in these. They, you know, the bolsters and everything wear out. But that's why I reached out to the Seat Shop, and they wanted to help out. And in an upcoming video, we'll do just that. We're going to put all new seat covers on these older. They weren't terrible, but they weren't in great shape, because I know that, like, all the Chevy bolsters wear out. And you can definitely reach out to them, and they will hook you up with some new leather for your seats. They have a couple different options. They have Durafoam, which is way better than the factory foam, and I think you'll really be happy with it. Use my promo code. It's up on the screen, and definitely reach out to them. They will hook you up and get you some great OEM style new seats in your truck. Alright, so there we go. That's what we got going on. It's not, like, completely peeled off everything, but it's peeled off a really good portion of it. And then I got a little scraper here, gasket scraper. And basically we just go along like that. Alright, I'm going to keep working on this and see how much of this coating we can get off. And like that, today's plans are kind of screwed, because this sat out. It got, I guess, a little bit warm. No, I mean, not hot or anything, but it's a warmer day outside. And as soon as I hit it with the cold brake cleaner, which I didn't really think about, because it was fine on the other stuff that I did, and it was fine earlier when I was spraying it, it just splintered this whole dash. So, I don't know what my plan is now. So I officially now have 3 cracked dashes. This is the original one that came out of the truck. It's dirty, not in that bad a shape, a little bit of paint peel in there, and cracked right here. So, this is actually from where it, like, rolled over, when the roof or the A-pillar crushed against everything. That's what caused this. But I don't know. I'm debating about just putting this in so I can finish up putting the dash together, and I'm not, like, trying to cut corners or anything like that. I will go get a good dash at some point, but at least we have a dash in it for now until I can find a good one. Because these, to go get a new one is like $300. I'm not going to pay $300 when you can buy used ones for like $20, but all have the paint peeling off of them. So I'm going to have to refinish probably any one that I find, but it would be really nice to at least have a dash back in so everything will snap in place, because you can't really do any of the interior stuff like the bezel that goes around the instrument cluster and everything until this is in. So, trucks suck. So I was just about to say screw it, and we would just put this dash in and everything. Like, I mean, I really was. That's why I even moved the truck out. But instead, I'm going to focus on some of the stuff that we have to do, and that is getting some of the wiring stuff figured out. Like, I got to transfer over all of the door panel stuff over there because windows aren't working right now. Just double checking a bunch of my work. It's not, you know, unfortunately, it's not that interesting of stuff. Getting the power seats working, because right now the harnesses are different. Really, we just need power for this guy for the moment. We'll have to worry about heated seats a little later on. But for now, we can at least get it where you can move it back and forth. And if we got the windows up and going up and down, that would be great. So and then I got to sort of start thinking about our cab lights, because the truck didn't have cab lights before, and we have a cut wiring harness here, unfortunately. So I got to figure that stuff out. So we'll see what happens. Door panels aren't going on right now. That's going to happen after paint. I do need to throw on a new gas flap, get this guy up into place. That's one of the things I could do. I don't know, there's a million little things to do. So I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go from this point on. It was going to be just like finishing up the whole dash, but I don't know that that's going to happen for right now. And it's okay. It's not like, it doesn't take that long to put that dash pad on the top. You just can't finish a lot of the other stuff. I can put this bottom one in once we get everything figured out, so that would be good. But we'll get there. All right, I am no electrical, you know, guru here, but I actually got some of the stuff figured out inside here. Not quite everything, but like, we're like 90% there, and I think I know the problem with a few other things. So let me show you what we got working. So up here, we got the driver's seat, which I just have it loosely wired up right now. There was different connections down underneath, and I'm deciding what we want to do because it says factory heated seats, so I got to figure out how to make that work. But for now, we really just wanted it to move, and we got the back moving, bottom going up and down, lumbar and the sides. That all seems to work. And then here's where my one question is. So that'll go forward like that. It only comes back to there. So that I'm still working on. I don't think it's catching anything. I've looked all over. Like, I thought maybe like a bolt was sticking up or something like that, but it does not appear that that is the case. So it's something else. Not sure what the deal is with that, but we'll figure that out. Windows. Our windows were not working. Let me turn the key on here. And our speakers weren't working. So I think we got both of those. I would play the radio. It's working. Well, we'll see here. Turn that on. And we should have a little bit of sound here anyways. Got to watch out for them copyright strikes. We got our switches. I'm not, like I said, no door panels because we're going to go for paint. But watch that window over there. No way. All right, well, there's the locks. No, it just stopped working. No way. What in the world is going on now? And the radio's not working. I've been using this for the past hour. Let's see. Let's go up to the next click. Oh. Ha. That'll make a difference. So his window motor might be a little slow on that one. Might want to replace it. But it goes up and down. The one in the back over there also goes up and down. No problem. Yep. Now we got radio. The passenger seat over there was not originally power, so I have power wired up over there for whenever we put that seat in. But these seats are all going to come out before they go to paint because we are going to cover them. That's what our stuff from the seat shop is for. So that's very important while the truck is off at paint. So we will have a like brand new interior. It's going to be really exciting. And four-wheel drive is working. Our dash lights are working. And the big thing I found out, so the reason that the windows weren't working, because I tried them sort of off camera for a while, and I've been working on this stuff for like all day here, trying to get stuff underway. Oh, and I eliminated our remote start or whatever this box was from a couple episodes ago that I showed. It's completely eliminated now. We don't need it. It's just, you know, wired like factory. But the windows and the radio, neither were working, and there's two different harnesses with the exact same connectors. One goes in here, one goes down to the block down here. I had them reversed, but they're the same exact connector, so you would think they being that close that maybe GM would have put two different types of connectors that wouldn't slide in, but they slide in. They're exactly the same. So those got reversed, and they're both long enough to reach either spot, so it was kind of a 50-50 shot. But that's what I figured out. Now, these two windows over here are not working, so those, I believe, the issue is the motors. I think the motors, these are the old ones from the construction, this red cab, because they worked in the Whistling diesel truck cab, but I think these motors are bad. So I'm going to swap them out here coming up shortly, and I think that will fix those problems. All the locks are working, so we know I have power and all that stuff up to, all the wiring harness is running through. All right, y'all, we got to do some real talk right now. Pretty much that's all we're going to get done today in this video, because I'm running out of time. I got to get this video up. And this is pretty much the last episode of this rebuild before the reveal. This truck, by the time you see this, may already be at the paint shop, and I don't know exactly how long that's going to take. We don't get any special treatment or anything like that. It's a smaller shop, as I've said a couple times, so we wait in line like everybody else, but I think they have a spot for it coming up very shortly, and we're going to send it up to them. And you can see that we're not anywhere really close to being done on the outside or anything like that, but it's a ton of small stuff, like those window motors that I got to do that I just talked about. Headlights have not come in yet. I would love to put the front end on, but we got to paint the backside of the bumpers, and it makes it a lot easier for their masking jobs and everything. So it doesn't make sense for us to put all this stuff on just, for a quick shot and make life so much harder for the body shop. The one video I might make is of the leather seats, the new covers we're getting from the seat shop. And we'll put those on, show you guys how to make your seats in your truck look like brand new, because the Chevy factory stuff sucks. So, but I'm not doing anything really along the way. Like, I'm not going up to the paint shop and showing the paint process along the way. It's just going to be a big reveal, and then I might show some of the clips of things I did along the way. So really, the next time you see the truck, it's finished. Like, we're done. Now, you're probably wondering what's going to happen after this truck is finished up. And the truth is, I don't 100% know yet. I don't know. Like, there's a possibility that it would get sold, but I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that's not what we do, but we'll just assess that and see if it makes more sense to put money into the next project. And speaking of the next project, we have the next project truck, like another truck. It's already set in the works. As soon as this truck is done, we have another truck to start working on, and it is not the OBS Chevy. It's not a truck you've ever seen on the channel. And I am super excited. It is not a wreck truck, though. It's not a rebuild. It's just a build. So it's going to be really exciting, but it's going to be a lot quicker. It should take 2 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 videos, something like that. In the meantime, while this is at paint, I'll let you guys kind of decide, and I'll try to do as much as I can of what you want to see. We got the Blazer going on right now, which I don't have a ton of parts or anything for, but I'm sure we could make some content. We have the Skeleton Saturn Sky, which you guys have seen hardly any of at all, and I do have some parts for that we could put on. And the OBS Chevy, I don't know that we're quite ready to really tear that down yet, because frankly, it's going to be another huge job. And so I don't know if I'm ready to do another huge job after this truck. This one kicked my butt a little bit, but I definitely want your guys' input. We want to do what you guys want to see on the channel. So if there's any suggestions you can give, I would love to hear it. And the other thing is I know that there's uploads have been a little more sporadic, and that's just because I am super busy at work. The last 2 videos I uploaded or filmed at like 6 in the morning. Like, you can see the sun rising in the background. So that's been my only real free time. So that's why this truck hasn't gotten a little bit further along than it is in the past few weeks. But I'm really hoping 2 weeks, but don't count that in. It might be 3, might be 4. I don't know. And with that, guys, gonna have to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Have a great day.